Hello guys, I am back from another video. Today we're talking about what if Deku was a wendigo. So in the last video, Deku, he basically met all of his brand new classmates in, the dorms, where they actually became friends. So yeah, so after that whole thing, he went to, the classroom, where he meets, Aizawa. Aizawa told everybody that there's going to be, a sports festival coming up. So Izuku started training. So let's talk about what happens next. So Izuku started getting ready as Izuku was basically called in by, Todoroki, out of all people. Izuku goes to her, room as she says, "So you're Izuku, right?" Izuku says, "Yeah. So you must be Miss Todoroki, the daughter of Endeavor. I actually met your father." As she says, "Really?" As Zuko says, "Yeah, he is actually quite a nice guy." As she says, "Get out." As Zuko says, "Um, why? You actually called me, but why you want to call me in the first?" As she says, "Get out." As Izuku says, "Sure." So, after he gets out, Izuku says, "Huh, don't know why he did, Todoroki did that. He just She just called me out of the blue and told me to get out." As Izuku well talks to, um what's her name again? He talks to Momo, which is Todoroki's best friend. As she says, "Oh, well, you probably don't know this, but um he is actually quite a bad person." As Izuku says, "Who?" As she says, Endeavor. Apparently, she abused her and trained her to become, the perfect hero, the perfect hero to beat All Might. Izuku says, "That's horrible." She says, "Yeah, there's no point because, he's the number two hero, so yeah." As Izuku clenches his fist, Izuku says, "Keep composure. Don't turn into your Wendigo state," which I'm calling his Wendigo form. Azuko says, "Oh, really?" She says, "Yeah. Apparently, um, well, she, I meant he, abused, Todoroki's mother, which her name was Rei. Apparently, she turned insane and burned her face." Azuko says, "Huh, that's how she got her scar." She says, "Yeah. I've been comforting her ever since." Asuka says, "So, anyway, guess I'll be going." She says, "Good night." Izuku says, "Good night too." So, while Izuku's trying to rest, he was looking at the ceiling. Izuku says, "Huh, it feels weird. Why do I feel something inside me?" As Izuku says to himself, "And why did that girl with the blonde hair and red eyes remind me of somebody?" And yes, Izuku is talking about Bakugo as Izuku starts falling to sleep. So, while Izuku is sleeping, he dreams about, back when he was back when he was not a Wendigo, when he sees the girl with the blonde hair and red eyes, as about a child, like she's about the same age as like Izuku back when he was 3, back when he was before he became a Wendigo. As Izuku was playing with her, Izuku felt happiness and not nervous at all. As Izuku wakes up in a cold sweat, Izuku says, "What the hell? Why do I Why? Why do I keep feeling that I know this girl? As Izuku just wakes up as he starts preparing for school. So the day is the day that is where they're going to do the sports festival. So everybody starts getting ready, putting on their like track suits as everybody in like the stadium starts cheering for all of them. The brand new generation of heroes. So Izuku comes up as he's going to be the one that's going to be telling the speech. So Izuku talks about how he was in the forest for so long. He and his family were trapped in this cabin and he has to survive for that that so many years. So many years of like not being in civilization. As Izuku tells them, a made up story how he just got like he didn't really eat his parents but survived on like canned foods and shit and became who he is today. And Izuku says it's not all about your background. It's not all about you being the richest, the poorest. It's all about doing your best. It doesn't matter if you're poor, rich, monstrous, villainous. You can be a hero in your own way. So, who's with me? As everybody starts cheering for Izuku, including Class 1B, and, Shinso seeming to be, Shinso seems to be more, well, how do I say it? More determined to beat him. Because, he thinks that he's worthy of fighting him. So, yeah. So, when Izuku starts getting ready to, um, for the obstacle race, Midnight says, "Three, two, one, go!" As everybody starts going at supersonic speeds, as Todoroki just uses his eyes or her eyes to create basically like some sort of like ice wall to cover everybody. As Izuku just creates is like ice scythe, but except the the wooden part over here it's just pure ice. Izuku just slices the ice that Todoroki made using his black ice scythe. As everybody starts coming out of like the wall, as Todoroki said, "What the hell?" As she starts creating more ice blasts, Izuku starts creating his own ice blasts, which are more stronger. So when they made it to the first obstacle, which is the 0 pointers, Izuku decides to use his Wendigo state. Izuku starts transforming as everybody's a bit afraid of him as President Mike says to um Aizawa, "Hey Aizawa, you know what is he doing?" As he says, his quirk Wendigo allows him to basically create dark ice, he calls it, and also turn into this monster state which he calls his Wendigo state. When he's in this state, he becomes even more stronger. But if he goes into that form for too long, he starts becoming hungry. As everybody's a bit afraid of him because of how he looks. I mean, he has some sort of like demonic symbol, and he looks like a mix of a zombie and a deer. So Izuku starts slicing up all of the 0 pointers with his ice claws. As Izuku sees a cloaked figure. So Izuku just ignores it as Izuku goes to the other obstacle, which is basically the ravine, which Izuku just creates an ice bridge, which everybody starts walking through it, walking on it, but most of them either fall off or basically start slamming their faces on the ice because it's super slippery. As Izuku goes into the tunnel, as he sees the the minefield, Todoroki already made it there, so Izuku became last. I meant last place. I meant second place, because Izuku just creates a blast of ice and basically trigger all of the well triggered all of the mines to basically explode. So Izuku just walks over there as he becomes second. Bakugo becomes third as Izuku gets a bit of a headache because Izuku thinks in his mind, why do I keep thinking, "Ugh, why does this girl remind me of someone?" As Bakugo says, "What are you looking at?" As Izuku says, "Ugh, nothing. It's just my head." As she says, "Yeah, whatever. I'm still better than you." Izuku says, "Who the hell is your name?" As she says, "My name is Bakugo." "Eh, you really think that you can actually beat me just because you're so-called the son of, the principal? Doesn't mean that you're better than me." Izuku says, "Huh, taking bets then." As she says, "Really?" As Izuku says, "If I win, well, mm, uh, Izuku thinks in his mind as Izuku says, "You have to take me out to a fancy dinner." As she says, "Deal. And if you lose, well, you have to date me." As she says, wait, it didn't make." Izuku says, "What? Why?" As she says, "Whatever. I'm going to win anyway." Izuku says, "Well then, challenge accepted." So the next match is, wait for a second, guys. I got. So the next match is, the Cavalry battle, which Izuku teams up with. Um, Let me check first. So Izuku's team members are, Ida, Sue, and most interestingly, well, Mereda, which Izuku thinks, he's quite the useless one of the group. So Izuku just, let be one of the horses. Wait for a second. So, Izuku Izuku tells all of them to get ready. As Midnight says 3, 2, 1, go. Everybody starts attacking Izuku because he has the second most highest points, while the others start attacking Todoroki. So Izuku creates a iceberg which protected all of them. As Bakugo says, "Time for you to get your just desserts." While she starts flying over his, over her team, which her team says, "Wait, what happened when you fall? We're going to lose." As she says, "I don't bloody care." As shit. As she says, "Time for you to pay." As Izuku says, "Take this." Izuku says, "Frozen Veil." Izuku creates well a ice wall which basically just smashes her face into as she starts falling off. As some of her team members start scrambling to try and catch her. Wait for a second. So they catch Bakugo as she says, You humiliated me! I'm going to take you down! Next time I'm going to fucking beat you!" Izuku says, Try try again next time." As Izuku, after staying up top in, the gigantic iceberg, as Meta says, uh there can we just take a rest?" As Izuku says, 3, 2, 1. As Midnight says, "Alright, the match is over. So the rest of the teams get ready for the final event." So yeah, Izuku tells them, "Okay, you can just drop me off here." As they say, "I can't believe we're in the finals." As Sue says, "Yeah, Kero, and I can't believe that Grapehead over here is actually in the finals as well." As Mineta says, "Hey." So yeah, Izuku basically creates like a staircase of ice so they can get down get down off this iceberg as they go their separate ways. So I hope you like the video, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.